Hello my fellow followers of the Samurai players, Zaript here, with another highlight video of Aggony 1v1 Championship of 212. And this is the second game of group stage match between Duck and Lurtz. Well, most of you probably already know Duck. He is arguably one of the strongest players in Fall of the Samurai right now. He won TWCC 1v1 tournament, he won CW Friendly Cup, he won Serenity tournament. Well, that is vanilla, but still, he is in a very good shape right now, and he is more or less aced through his group. And Lurtz, well, he is an, I would say, underdog in this match. Let me pause this. And I can't tell much about him, but I played him 5 minutes ago on a ladder. That is the reason I remember this game, about this game. And he is a tough opponent. I mean, he is somewhere around my level, maybe a little bit better. So, and the reason I'm showing you this game, I actually watched it on live stream. Prussian Prince casted it on live stream when it was played, and there is a moment in this game where I think Lurtz could have pulled it if he played just a little bit better. There were positions where Duck was in disadvantage, I believe, and this is what I want to discuss, what I want to look at this game. So let's start with compositions. Duck have white bears, infantry, and 3 black tortoise force. He also have quite a number of melee infantry. He has 3 vanilla Shogitais and 2 very highly vetted Yarikachi, 7 chevron each with 22 defense. His general is some mix between Bushido and Ganjen, and he have only 4 cavalry units this time. This is 4 Yaruki with 7 chevrons each. 24 attack, so he has a melee cavalry attack retainer. Now let's take a look at Lurtz forces. He has level 3 Shogun Guard cavalry and 4 Yaruki. 3 of them have 9 upgrades and 1 have 8. And surprisingly, you see, they are not all upgrades went into the melee attack, which, well, it's, I'm not a specialist in that, but this is unoptimal, I think. People, well, main stat on melee cavalry is attack. Secondary stats are morale and defense. And as we can see, Lurtz upgraded armor and charge, because his general is full command gen. He has strong infantry. He has 150 range white bears, imperial infantry, black tortoise force, and royal marines. He have 2 spear levy and 1 vanilla Shogitai. So this is what our players brought on the map. On cooperative, and dojos are archery dojo, farmhouse, and shrine. So Lurtz managed to get on the ridge first, and Duck having only 3 cavalry units on this flank, and he is just waiting for his Yarikachi to get close enough. But look at what he does. This is he likes to do that. He is getting closer. He wants to start cavalry fight in such a vicinity of his Yarikachi that will allow Yarikachi to get in the cavalry fight before Duck's cavalry die. So he forces Lurtz away. And now his Shogitais marching to this hill to go rush Lurtz all the way down. And at this point I think line of Duck is a little bit how do you call it? Well, it's unprotected, so I think if Lurtz moved his, as he moved this Royal Marines, if he moved his line a little bit and charged his cavalry through the middle, he could have killed this line. Maybe. I don't know. This is risky, but this look very weak right now. And now Doug starts his melee rush. Let's look at this from this angle. So he is running down the hill, and his Shogun is taking very high casualties. He is charging downhill with his cavalry. Let's see if Lurtz reacts in time or not. He does, as you can see. At least he countercharged. But now what happens is 4 cavalry units of Lurtz, even if they're weaker, fight against only 3 cavalry units of Doug. And let me stop this, because this is a moment where I believe Lurtz could have pulled this out. Look at this. He managed to slow down this melee rush. He managed to get cavalry of Doug out of the game. It's fighting, but at least it's not charging Lurtz's line. Now, this spear levy will stop this Yarikachi, this Shogitai stops this Shogitai, and this Whitebeard's shooting. Everything good, right? So, this flank is, let's say it's okay. Now here, Lurtz playing a little bit risky. He is Royal Marines going away from this spear levy, which I believe should, and we will see it, should be a little bit closer. And these 2 units do nothing. Now let's take a look how it goes. And they still don't shoot because of a little reach here. Finally they start to shoot. And, well, we will see. Maybe I would speed it. Look at this. Now, the thing is, here Doug is totally aggressor, which is forcing Lurtz to react very fast on different flanks, and he does not have enough control skill for that. He is allowing. I'm sorry. He is allowing Doug to charge his Royal Marines, which is a big blunder. And here he is allowing this Shogitai hit his Imperial Infantry. And this Black Tortoise force, it should already be turned this way to beat crap out of these Shogitais. Let's keep watching. Here everything is good, but now that cavalry of Doug dying, I think Lurtz should pull out his own cavalry.
A unit is running from the battlefield, sir.
This isn't looking good, but still, it's far from perfect.
Sir, I fear your general
and
is
look,
in mortal
first,
peril, sir.
this is a typical mistake I do this all the time. Because of all this mess, I click 2 units, I choose 2 units, and give them fast order to back up. Ideally, you should pull back only this unit, and this unit should be rotated this way. So this Shogitai kited by this one and shooted by this one. But Lurtz pull back both of these units. Here he manages to get this hierarchy, but his Royal Marines took high casualties. And if they were protected by spear levies from the front, these Royal Marines would make Doug pay for this line infantry advance. And here, look at this. Cavalry of Doug pretty much dead. And Lurtz still have 2 cavalry units, and he keeps them in melee fight with Yarikachi. I don't know why. This is a moment where you have to pull out. So let's keep looking. And he even charges his general. Well, at this point, he did too many mistakes. It's already too late. You see, both of his units were moving, and they don't shoot at the same time, which is highly unoptimal.
Your men are routing, sir.
And just imagine that cavalry of Lurtz, instead of staying in this fight with Yarikachi, would charge this Shogitais, or this Shogitais, or this line unit, or even force his general of Duck to run. I mean, he suicided his general and 2 very expensive units of cavalry here, for no reason. And now this is looking bad for Lurtz, very bad. His Royal Marines actually did very good, 150 kills already. You see, he knows what he have to do against melee rush. He knows how to pull back, but it's just these little mistakes that that allow Duck to win, even so this attack it was very bad in terms of, I mean, if this were, instead of Lurtz, this was played by Luvmo,
Victory is close, sir.
man, this would have been over already. Yeah, but it's still over, but in a favor of Duck. So I think here Lurtz actually had very good chances, and I think if he works on his control a little bit, he can do much better than this. And still, you see how aggression, even a bad prepared aggression, actually a stronger stronger strategy than defensive approach, just because aggressor choose when to attack, and he attacks on all flanks at the same time, and he does it just a little bit earlier, so defender have to react on all the flanks, and at some point he makes a mistake usually. So I'm not sure if there will be anything particularly interesting here. Well, what's interesting is how many general bodyguard of Duck killed. It's very good kill count, 150. Shogitais did well, and overall this is the usual stuff for Duck. Well, not usual, I'm lying. Usually his cavalry get most kills, but here all the kills spread out over all units, more or less. And the Royal Marines of Lurtz did good, 150 range Whitebeards did good, and his cavalry did, let's say, pretty well, considering they were against cavalry of Duck, which had less upgrades, but those upgrades were better, I believe, personally. So, yeah, but man, this fight with Yarikachi, it was painful. So that's the game between Duck and Lurtz, and I don't know what game to cast next. Maybe I will cast my ladder game against Lurtz, because it was very interesting actually and very exciting. Well, thank you for watching. I hope to see you again on my channel.